Now, on UHAS Base TV. It's the news at 6.
You're watching the news at 6. I'm Fidelia.
And I'm Naomi. Our main headlines. Dinah Amenuveve becomes the very first person to publicly declare her intention to run for an SRC position. She is set to stand for the position of the Federal SRC Women's Commissioner. We'll be assessing what this means.
Also coming up, the SRC Electoral Commission presents its constitutional instrument for the 2023 SRC election tomorrow at the parliamentary sitting.
Applications have been opened for the Dora Gertrude Quay Memorial Fund for brilliant but needy undergraduate female students. UHAS Base TV's new election show, the Election Roundup, is set to be launched tomorrow at 5 p.m. As the cost of living goes up, we speak to some students who tell us about how much they spend a day on campus.
Semester, most of my classes are from morning to late afternoon or till evening. So I definitely have to take breakfast, I have to take lunch, and then me going back, I wouldn't be able to cook because it would be late. So I have to buy food. So that's
Welcome to the news at 6, and do stay with us for all the latest news on campus. We start with politics. Dinah Amenuveve has officially declared her intention to stand for the Federal SRC Women's Commissioner, making her the very first person for the race. She is a level 300 student from the School of Nursing and Midwifery, studying nursing. In her statement, she says she will present a vision of rapid growth, unwavering progress, and the promotion of a nurturing environment for all students. It's still unclear if others will join her in the race. Let's discuss this with our political correspondent, Prince Emmanuel. Hello.
Hello, and thanks for having me.
Thank you too. First of all, concerning Ms. Diana's declaration of her intentions, do you think it's too early for her to declare her intentions at this time?
All right, so looking at past elections and what we have experienced so far in UHAS, I don't think it's too early for her to declare intentions, because looking at especially with the WUCOM elections, you can say it's not solely so much heatedly contested. So she declaring her intention can kind of scare up people, because last 2 years we saw only one person contesting. Last year it was only 2 people that contest for the election. So it gives you that kind of it scares off people. What if other people have the intention? Maybe they other dive into another sector or other areas where people have not yet picked up nominations. So I don't think it's too early for her. Maybe she really knows what she's doing.
Okay, does that put her ahead of others? Does she stand a greater chance of winning the elections?
All right, so as I said earlier, the WUCOM election is not so much heatedly contested. Okay. So it can give her an edge of the election, but that doesn't also mean that she'll win. Okay. It may be that they have other contestants there, other people are there who know what they are doing, they are working according to their strategies, and they know the kind of base they have, like the kind of people that support them. So maybe if the time is due and they also launch their campaign or declare their intentions, they can overthrow her. But currently, what we know is that she will be the one taking the lead, because she's the one that's declared the intention and so far pulling up the masses to follow her.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Prince Emmanuel. Thank you. Let's still stay with the elections. The Electoral Commission is expected to present its constitutional instrument for the 2023 SRC elections tomorrow in front of Parliament. The Parliament will debate and vote to approve or disapprove the constitutional instrument. The CI will state the rules and regulations for the whole electioneering process and the effective performance of the Electoral Commission.
The CI will also serve as a guide to the aspirants. I'm still here with our political correspondent, Prince Emmanuel. Mr. Prince.
Hello.
Concerning the constitutional instruments, can you tell us briefly what it's about?
All right, so the constitutional instruments, as people normally call the CI, is kind of the Article 43 of the Chapter 6 of the Constitution gives the EC the power to be able to set some rules and regulation or some guidelines towards the conduction of the elections. Those the things that they feel like they can put in place to ensure that the smooth running of the election, the Constitution is giving them that power. So they have to bring that kind of set of rules and regulations before the Parliament. That's what we call the CI. And if the Parliament sees it something to be good or worthy enough to be approved, they'll approve it. And after that approval process, it will take about 21 days for it to mature. Yes. So after the 21 days, it has now become like part of the Constitution, and it will be annexed to Schedule 7 of the Constitution. So it also becomes a law for it to be used in the electioneering process.
Okay, so if I understand what you are saying, it just helps to regulate the electioneering process.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
And says
then what is its importance?
All right.
Why should it be put across?
All right. So every electoral commissioner and what like he feels like doing his tenure, how he feels like the election should be run. That's why the Constitution has given them that kind of freedom to be able to create their rules. And so far as the Parliament has approved it, it also becomes part of the law. So you can see a case scenario from last year when they had the election petition case and they brought to the court. One of the major case of the people who sent the issue to the court was like, it was not part of the Constitution that during the vetting process you have to get up to like 80% before you are disqualified or before you are accepted before you are accepted. Yes, but the major case of the EC too was that it's because it's part of the CI, which has been approved by Parliament, that you have to get an 80% for it to be accepted. It has now become that kind of law. So the EC now stood on that ground and said that is the reason why they rejected, like he didn't qualify to become a candidate for the election. So that's the importance. Instead of the rules and regulation, and so far as it has been accepted by Parliament, it becomes part of the law and it just regulates the electoral process.
Okay, thank you. Thank you
so
very much. We'll have more coverage of this tomorrow at 5.
Get ready for the biggest political event of the year. UHAS Base TV brings you a comprehensive live coverage of the UHAS SLC election 2023. With a team of reporters on the ground, we bring you the latest news and developments as they happen. From the candidates' profile to the vetting, manifesto, debates, and election results. From the campaign trail to the ballot box, we have got you covered. This is your election center. Get ready for the biggest political event of the year. UHAS Base TV brings you a comprehensive live coverage of the UHAS SLC election 2023. With a team of reporters on the ground, we bring you the latest news and developments as they happen. From the candidates' profile to the vetting, manifesto, debates, and election results. From the campaign trail to the ballot box, we have got latest news and developments as they happen. From the candidates' profile to the vetting, manifesto, debates, and election results. From the campaign trail to the ballot box, we have got you covered. This is your election center.
Unprecedented increase in everyday expenses, particularly impacting the student population at the University of Health and Allied Sciences. As the economy battles soaring inflation rates, the cost of living has reached alarming heights, squeezing the budgets of families and individuals, making it increasingly challenging for students to maintain a sustainable lifestyle. Our correspondent Grace Ohenewa spoke to some students and filed this report.
Some students arrived on campus 2 weeks ago and some even later than that, but are already complaining of not having money and are calling home to ask for more. The question is, what happened? How? So do stay with me as I ask a couple of students how it happened.
Well, I'd say most of my money goes to food and transportation.
Food. How? Because we all buy food and I don't think...
Yeah, we all buy food, but now, especially this semester, most of my classes are from morning to late afternoon or till evening. So I definitely have to take breakfast, I have to take lunch, and then me going back, I wouldn't be able to cook because it would be late. So I have to buy food. So that's me spending on 3 square meters a day.
Okay. The cost of foodstuffs around our hostels, and I don't know whether it's just the town or just around our hostel, but the cost of foodstuff is very expensive. So we are not able to get the foodstuffs to cook. We just need to buy food and eat. Comparing the cost
Do you
of,
think it's because you are a student, or it's just
Maybe it is a way to do pass for more money, or maybe it is
most of the
fluctuation
shops
prices.
closer to our hostels, the price of their foodstuffs are very expensive compared to the markets or other shops.
so why don't you guys just go to the market?
From our hostel to the market too is quite far. You need to take car to the market before you be able to buy things to cook.
Some students arrived on campus approximately 2 weeks ago, and some even later than that, but are already complaining of not having money and are calling home to ask for more. The question is, what happened? How? So do
Now, UHAS-based TV is set to launch a new political show called The Election Run-Up tomorrow at 5 o'clock p.m. The show will focus on the 2023 SRC election, the facts, the trend, and the analysis. I'm being joined by the host of the show, Enoch, to tell us more on it. Hello, Enoch.
Hi,
Hope you are doing well.
I'm fine and so.
So about the election show, can you tell us who is the brain behind the show?
Yeah, so I would say that the show has been around for quite some time now. It's just that the UHAS-based TV board decided to make the show official this time round.
Okay, that's great. And then concerning the show too, what should our viewers expect? Any plans for them? What do you have planned for them?
The show promises to be interesting, exciting, and entertaining. It promises to be informative and educative. We are bringing all the analysis, the discussions, the interviews, and everything that concerns the 2023 UHAS SRC elections. Yes, and it's starting from tomorrow. It's a weekly political show that will run till elections are held and when elections are over.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you too.
Yes, it promises to be a very informative
Get
and
ready.
loving one.
The year UHAS-based TV brings you a comprehensive live coverage of the UHAS SRC election 2023. With a team of reporters on the ground, we bring you the latest news and developments as they happen. From the candidates' profile to the voting manifesto, debates, and election results, from the campaign trail to the ballot box, we have got you covered. This is your election center. Get ready for the biggest political event of the year. UHAS-based TV brings you a comprehensive live coverage of the UHAS SRC election 2023. With a team of reporters on the ground, we bring you the latest news and developments as they happen. From the candidates' profile to the voting manifesto, debates, and election results, from the campaign trail to the ballot box, we have got you covered. This is your election. Get ready for the biggest political event of the year. UHAS-based TV brings you a comprehensive live coverage of the UHAS SRC election 2023. With a team of reporters on the ground, we bring you the latest news and developments as they happen. From the candidates' profile to the voting manifesto, debates, and election results, from the campaign trail.
Let's look at some of the day's other news. The SRC Parliament will hold its first meeting tomorrow, Saturday, 22nd July 2023 at 9 a.m. The sitting will be live on UHAS-based TV.
Applications have been opened for the Dora Gertrude Memorial Fund for brilliant but needy undergraduate female students under the auspices of the Office of Students Affairs. Interested students can visit the office at the main campus.
Plans are underway for the second edition of TEDx 2023 with the theme Disrupting the Status Quo, Promoting the Culture of Entrepreneurship. This event is in collaboration with
Stay with us on the news at 6. Coming up next is entertainment with Jace and Hannah.
Need a ride? Take a Bolt. Fast and affordable
Good
rides
morning, UHAS.
at the tap of a
Saturdays
button.
at 8.
Set your Need a ride? Take a Bolt. Fast and affordable rides. Need a ride? Take a Bolt.